Before the boardrooms and before the brands, before the businesses and before the breakthroughs, there was a dream, a whisper from God, a vision placed inside of you. And through the struggle and through the sacrifices and through the faith and the fire, you refused to stay small. This is for the ones who rose anyway, for the ones who turned closed doors into open highways, for the ones who never were given a seat at the table, so they built their own. This is for the entrepreneurs who see beyond the now, for the creatives who transform the unseen into reality, for the leaders and the innovators, the risk takers that won't wait for permission to go higher. Here, we celebrate aspiration. Here, we honor the grind. Here, we elevate the vision. Because the road to success was never meant to be easy, but neither were we. We are the sons and daughters of resilience, the descendants of royalty, the builders of legacy, the ones that will outlive our name. This is not just a podcast. This is Level Up. I'm your host, Earl McCray, and in every episode, we bring you real game from real voices, from those who have paved the way to those who are building the way, and to those who will take it further than even imagined. Because it is not about just getting to the top. It's about bringing others with you. It's about breaking chains. It's about shattering limits. It's about walking in divine purpose and power. So, if you're ready to step into something greater, if you're ready to go beyond potential and into impact, if you're ready to stop waiting and start moving, then welcome home. This is where faith meets action. This is where dreams meet discipline.
All right,
this is
we
where
can get it started.
we
are going to level up.
It's good, man. What's going on? That was awesome.
Listen, man. When I asked my software to give me a nice little introduction, I put your resume in it.
Oh, for real?
I put your resume in, and I just tweaked it until I got what I wanted.
I was listening to that thing like, man, it's so much me too.
Yeah, man.
I was gonna say, hey, man, can I get that?
So, well, listen, man. I want to reintroduce my audience to you. It must have been almost 6-7 months ago that you came on the podcast and inspired me and my wife to go out to Hawaii, and we did some things and we saw some things, and it really changed the trajectory of what we were doing. We're running a lot leaner now, and we're more profitable, but our vision is so much larger. So I'm gonna do this. I got some prepared words from my audience, and then we're gonna jump into some questions.
Okay.
And the questions, I have intentionally made it so that everybody can eat. I don't want the questions to be so high on the shelf that nobody has access to the cookie jar. Absolutely. So I'm being very intentional in some of the questions I ask you. But okay. So for my listener audience, some people talk about generational wealth, but other people build it. Some people dream of impact, and others create it. Today's guest, he's a visionary, a wealth builder, and a force to be reckoned with. From humble beginnings in Enfield, North Carolina, where the odds were stacked against him, to 20 years of service in the U.S. Army, rising to the rank of Chief Warrant Officer 4, and serving in Iraq and Afghanistan, to building a $25 million plus portfolio, leading multi-state businesses, and creating opportunities for others to win. This gentleman is the founder and the CEO of the Band of Brothers Investment Group. He's the acquisition chair of the Tri-City Equity Group. He's a real estate powerhouse, a corporate business leader, and a man on a mission. But here's the part that is truly sets him apart. He doesn't just build for himself. He's teaching others how to break free financially. He's mentoring the next generation of entrepreneurs, and he and his wife, Pamela, launched the Dearonne and Pamela Bethea Foundation, providing housing and low-income families, offering internships for young entrepreneurs, and funding scholarships for students who dare to dream bigger. And his motto, 100 businesses, 100 streams of income.
Yeah.
His mission, to educate, empower, and elevate the Black and brown entrepreneurs into wealth creators. And his journey, a blueprint in resilience, strategy, and unwavering dedication. So, if you've been waiting for the real game in real estate and wealth building and the mindset to take it from survival to success, get ready to take notes, family, because we are going to level up. So hang on real quick. I got to change my background. I don't got excited. Let me change my background. Let me go ahead and put in. Yeah. It's on.
Okay. All right.
All right, we got it. We changing the background.
100 streams of, oh, well, 100 streams of income.
Yeah, right. So, hey, brother, welcome, man. Welcome. It is a pleasure, man.
Hey, man, thank you. Thank you for having me on. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Man, so
that was great. That was great, by the way, man. I might have to have you call me up on the stage for this year conference.
Hey, man, it would be a pleasure, brother. It would be a pleasure. So before I get into some prepared Q&A questions for my listener audience, can you maybe share for that engineer or that individual at the cubicle who is believing that something's more out there, but they're not operating in courage, they're operating in what they can see. What happened for you? What was the shift for you?
Yeah, no, that's a good question. Like you said, from humble beginnings, coming from Enfield, North Carolina, poorest town in the whole state of North Carolina, one of the poorest, by far. But the shift was, the biggest thing was, it's real simple. You're gonna need to be comfortable in life, or you're gonna get uncomfortable. And I was very comfortable in my surroundings. I was very comfortable by being in Enfield because that's all I knew. I knew nothing else outside of that bubble, that small town. And getting a second chance and joining the United States Army was where my life kind of got a second chance, being locked up and joining the United States Army and getting a mentor. So I became very, very uncomfortable when I left to join the military. That opened my eyes to show that